Fentanyl. The word is becoming familiar, but too many of us still don't grasp the reality. We have never dealt with something like this. So strong, so cheap, that's being sprinkled where so many don't expect to find it. Now, 5 female employees in a posh New Jersey mall, between like 29 and 40 or so, they were all found unconscious in the parking garage after what police suspect to be a mass fentanyl poisoning. Hackensack, New Jersey Police Director Raymond Guidetti joins me right now. Now, Ray, we got to explain something to people because I know you're dealing with this. Hey, you don't want to get sick from fentanyl, don't do drugs. Okay. But it's not just making the choice to do drugs. It's that you don't know that you're getting fentanyl and you're not ready for how strong it is. And that's why you guys are calling these poisonings, not simple overdoses. Do I have it right?
You do, Chris, and thanks for having me on because there's some important messages here. You're nailing it. So often over the years, we look at people that unfortunately overdosed on any kind of drug as if it was their own fault. But today that's not the case, and you've described it. So many folks that are involved, whether they think they're doing an illicit drug or if they think they're taking a drug that they think is not illicit, that they might have gotten off of someone, might be laced with something like fentanyl. And what fentanyl has done has increased the odds significantly of death. And that's exactly what happened here. And it's important to point out that if not for that perfect storm of some bystanders that happen to know CPR, law enforcement, the fire service, the sheriff's department, to be so close by, to be able to act very, very quickly to resuscitate these folks, this would be a different story. There would be 5 people that would be dead and not the situation we're in now where folks were saved. So it's clearly an issue. Fentanyl is a poisoning, and I'm glad that you referenced it that way because that's what's happening. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can kill a human being. And if you think about that, what's in a pack of, say, Sweet and Low, that's a gram. A pack of Sweet and Low can kill about 500 people. And if you think about it, the stats are playing out. About 295 people a month are dying from overdoses. With that, the significant amount of them are fentanyl involved. And, that plays out to about 9,000. I don't know if I said a month or day. It's about 9,000 a month that are dying from fentanyl poisoning. Right. That's a significant amount of people. And you guys are getting double teamed here because you have the illicit drug reality, which, people can be puritanical about it and say, well, then don't do drugs. All right, but a lot of people do drugs, and they think they're taking ecstasy or they think they're taking Adderall, and they get this. Then you have this other problem that you have to deal with that is new, which is we are a pain pill society. People want palliative care. Oxycodone is expensive, and they are stamping pills that look like oxys that people buy on the street because they can't afford it or they don't have the drug coverage, and they're putting fentanyl in them because it's cheaper. And you're losing a lot of people that way too as well, right? That's exactly right. And there are people making money off of this because it's a lot cheaper to put fentanyl in something, right? But the expense of that is the human lives. And, to your point, and you're seeing this unfortunately play out time and again with the youth in the country where, their parents don't even know. They're going on social media. They're ordering up what they think is maybe some sort of pain relief tablet. And the parents the next morning are finding them dead because of fentanyl. This fentanyl poisoning it's significant, and it's a significant problem for us that we have to put our heads together from an education perspective. Investigating this, look, in this particular instance, there's an investigation going on, and the folks that are involved, they're very dogged between the Hackensack Police Department, the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. They're investigating this, but in the end, it's going to be the education. We have to, folks have to recognize that when you're taking substances, you got to know what's in there. Hey, thank you for watching.
please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.